Hey everyone, so today we have Vaibhav with us, and he is running one YouTube channel, and the channel name is Pudeesht. So let's know more about this channel and how he started this channel. So hi Vaibhav.
Hello, Sejal. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, so just give you a brief introduction.
Okay, so I like yesterday I just attended my farewell. So I have graduated now. I did computer science engineering from a college in Delhi, Maharaja Agrasen. And I guess Sejal got to know from my channel that I stream on. I started streaming DSA randomly one day, and now that I have an internship, I only stream contests. So yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Yeah, so like your graduation is done.
Yep. I attended my farewell
Mm.
2 days before. Yeah, not exactly yesterday. 2 days
Mm.
before.
So how was
4
your
years.
this 4 years of
Pretty mid. I didn't have a very. I wouldn't say I had the very exciting college life. I
hmm.
was not really happy when I got into this college,
Hmm.
but in the end, I think I did. I would say I had a positive experience of my 4 years of engineering. I mean, I did get a job. What else do you want?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I know that why did you choose that name Pudish, but just give hint to people also that why did you give that name?
Okay. See, this is a pretty random name. I've already told you, but for the people who will be watching this, Pudeesht actually means nothing.
Hmm.
It is there's a dog in my locality whom I really like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've known that dog since like I guess 8 years now, and I named it Pudeesht.
Hmm.
I think this is a really cool name, so I use it for my channel. That's it. It has no meaning.
Yeah. So,
Pretty
which
random.
kind of content you upload on regular basis?
As of right now, see, earlier when I started streaming, I just used to just share my screen and that's it, study. That's it. Then I focused more on lead. Earlier, I also used to do development live on stream, but then I focused on to grinding DSA live on stream, and now I just do contests, majorly contests, because I just don't have time on weekdays. I only have time on weekends, and therein I just attend contests. That's it.
Okay. So the people who don't know about DSA and other things, so just give some information about it.
I think if you don't know about DSA, you're living a pretty peaceful and happy life. Stay away from it.
Hmm.
But see, DSA is nothing. It's kind of like puzzles for computer science engineers. You
Hmm.
basically try to solve some random problems that have no real world meaning, yet I'm still addicted to it. I don't know why.
Hmm.
That DSA is basically nothing but puzzles and storing and retrieving data in the most efficient way possible. That's it.
Hmm. So when did you started these all things like solving problems and understanding these all things?
You're talking about my channel or DSA?
DSA.
Yeah, it has been an on and off journey. I remember, see, in the first 2 years of my college, I did absolutely nothing.
Hmm.
No, like literally nothing for some reason. But I still remember I started watching a few of Love Bubber's video. He has, if I'm not wrong, 150 videos playlist for DSA and C2P. And of course, because I have attention span of a goldfish, I couldn't complete more than 10 videos.
Hmm.
So then I dropped off this grind of DSA, and I think in my second year I again started it, watched some videos, did some questions, and again I dropped it off.
Hmm.
I even did code courses before I actually became consistent on lead code. I did about 100 question on code courses in my thing in I think in my third year. But yeah, that just helped me get a good grasp of like the basics because I didn't do really hard level CF questions. Just the
Hmm.
basic ones, 800, 2000 rated. After that, I think I got serious with lead code in my placement season. So in June, if I'm not wrong, ever since June, I've been solving a DSA question every day. So it's going to be almost about 1 year streak in a
Okay.
few months.
Yeah. So means I'm not that much pro in DSA, but what I understand about DSA is solving problems is important rather than just revising theory again and again. So what do you think about that?
No, I absolutely agree. See,
Hmm.
I think the quickest I have improved, I'm still, okay, quick disclaimer, I'm still pretty trash at DSA. Do not think that I'm something like a very good figure in DSA. No, I'm not. But the quickest way I improved myself, I'm still improving by the way, is through contests. Because in contests, when you're actually solving problems in a time bound manner, without using GPT, everybody are using GPT
Yeah.
in contests these days. But if you're
Hmm.
solving contest honestly and in time bound pressure, and I do it live on stream, wherein
Hmm.
I guess 30, 40 people are even watching me.
Hmm.
So that adds to another layer of pressure on me. But I completely agree. Solving questions is 100 times more quicker way to learn than
Hmm.
actually just revising theory. In fact, I cannot watch videos at all. I told you that at lockdown, for example, I couldn't watch more than 10 videos.
Hmm.
So I've always preferred solving questions, and instead of videos, I think I would always choose books. There's this book that I always recommend. I haven't read it completely, but it helped me get started. If it was Guide to Competitive Programmers Handbook by Anti Laxon, and it's on CSES. So that was pretty helpful for me.
Okay. So, you do on general basis, you do the contest live streaming, or means the
Yeah.
lead code contest, which happen bi-weekly or weekly. And I have joined one of your contests live, and in that contest, I remember I have observed one thing that sometimes it creates frustration also. When it
Sometimes
takes.
you mean to say every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. After almost every stream, after every
Hmm.
weekend, I
Hmm.
plan to quit lead code. I decide that this would be my last contest ever. But it's just that I'm addicted to it right now. Even if you look
Huh.
at my rating right now,
Hmm.
I'm about 1900 rated, and my rating has plateaued. I
Hmm.
cannot go up anymore. I need to
Hmm.
like fundamentally change my approach, maybe learn some new topics.
Hmm.
But I agree, it is absolutely frustrating. In fact, I think part of the reason my hairline has receded so much is because of lead code. The stress it gives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, these days the first two questions are, I don't think so. They are even, I wouldn't even call them questions. In one
Hmm.
of the recent contests, the first question was just a print statement. That's it. The
Hmm.
real like trouble starts from the third question. Sometimes the second question can be good, but
Hmm.
generally it's the third question that causes trouble. The
Yeah.
fourth question, I don't even look at it.
Yeah. In interview process, DSA matters a lot. But what do you think that solving the problems and maintaining a streak on the coding platform like Lead Code or Code Forces, is it important?
I mean, see, I wouldn't say DSA has helped me a lot in placements and all that. If of course it did play a part, but if you look at it, I ever since I got my like offer on campus, I never stopped lead coding. I just lead code because I like it. That's it. Even though I hate it, but at the same time I like it. It's kind
Hmm.
of like these puzzles are addictive at the end of the day. If you start giving contests, I believe the only way to get addicted to lead code is start giving
Hmm.
contests. Because
Yeah.
when you have that aim in your mind that okay, I want
Hmm.
to reach 9, okay, I want to clear this rating
Hmm.
by 2000 rating or whatever, it is
Hmm.
much more easier to stay focused than to
Hmm.
randomly solve problems.
Hmm.
So it is
Specifically, which kind of problem do you like the most to solve?
which kind of DSA problem I like to.
Yeah, means like DP,
Okay,
graph,
okay.
trees.
Okay, I would like to flip the question. I don't know the problem that I like to solve the most, but I know the problem that I hate the most, and it's linked list. Anybody
Okay.
who does linked list is like my enemy. I hate
Huh.
it and their life choices.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I think initially during my learning phase, I had a lot of. I'm still learning, but initially I had a lot of trouble with the
Hmm.
pointers bullshit in CPP, and
Hmm.
that caused my prejudice against linked list. So
Hmm.
I hate linked list.
Hmm.
Enjoying these problems, I never really thought about it that way. I think yeah, I like solving trees problem because trees problem are, see,
Yeah,
this
it's
can
good.
backfire if I say that trees problem are straightforward. There,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there can be pretty tough trees problem,
Mm.
but almost the ones I've done, they are pretty straightforward. So I like solving trees.
Mm. Yeah, trees are good. Binary trees specifically, I like that.
Huh. Yeah, you
Yeah.
also do contests.
No, I don't do contest, but I'm learning now binary trees, so that's why I'm liking that.
You're in what year of college?
Yeah, I did college, but I didn't get any job. Currently, I'm also finding, so I'm thinking
Okay.
to do something else now.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense. Let's hope you find one soon.
Yeah. So, what do you think that many people, start from array, but they don't go to that top level like advanced DSA, and they just quit in between the journey. So, what is the reason behind that?
I mean, see, array in itself is an endless topic. You can have so many algorithms in array. In fact, I've solved about 500 questions, and I'm pretty sure you can still throw a problem at me, which is based
Hmm.
on arrays which I can't solve. So if
Hmm.
you try to do everything regarding arrays, you're never going to do it. There's no end
Hmm.
to it. Just get the basics done and probably move next. And again, I'm repeating myself, but start giving contests in there. If you'd watch my, I don't know if you watch my streams, but recently, if you'd see in the contest, the fourth question is generally of digit DP, right?
Hmm.
Digit DP is another topic, another form of DP, and because of the fact that I saw so many fourth question of digit DP, I learned. I wouldn't say I completely learned it, but I have started learning digit DP now. So that acted as a catalyst. Okay, since I'm seeing so many questions of digit DP, why not learn it? So if
Hmm.
you actually give question, if you actually do questions, you see which topics are being asked again and again.
Hmm.
You yourself learn them rather than following an exhaustive list. Okay, let me go arrays and then English or whatever.
Hmm.
There exists pretty good sheets you can follow, Striver
Hmm.
sheet and all that. Of course, they do exist, but I wouldn't say I completely followed them.
Hmm.
I did pretty randomly.
Hmm. If someone is currently in first year, then what do you suggest them? And like we can say that someone who is in first year, someone who is in second year, or someone who is in third year, fourth year, or someone who is graduated but still didn't get any job. So
Hmm.
how can someone start the DSA journey?
Start the DSA journey.
Hmm.
Okay, pretty wide question. Get see one thing I've always found is that code forces problems are much more like uh, enjoyable to do
Hmm.
enjoyable to do than lead code. Code forces problem give you that real world connect. That's why before actually getting on lead code, I solved about 100 problems as I told on code forces. Right,
Hmm.
the easy 800 2000 rated one. So people can probably check out code forces. Again, this can be very terrible advice. I'm sorry if this doesn't work out for you. This is just what I did. I just went to code forces and solved a few questions of 800 to 1000. I even remember I was sitting in a college library once, and one day I solved a 1400 rated CF question. I was pretty happy that day. That was my
Hmm.
personal pick. I've never solved any other question higher rating than that
Hmm.
yet. But yeah, code forces help me like get that interest in lead code. I used to solve with one of my friends in library,
Hmm.
so that pushed me. We both
Hmm.
would like open the POTD and try to solve it, kind
Hmm.
of like a competition. And
Hmm.
I so that pushed me to solve more and more DSA.
Hmm.
Whenever we had labs, we used to sit together and open CF and probably do a question.
Yeah.
That
You
it
know,
was kind of fun if you know all your friends.
yeah. You know what? More people, talk like if you are starting this, start with lead code and then go to the code forces and other things. Yeah. Or start with gigs for gigs and hacker rank, hacker like that. And then
Even
go to
I've done
code
it.
forces. So what do you think about that?
See, I'm not a CP guy. I don't do competitive programming. Again, I'm just telling my personal experiences here.
Hmm.
I started with easy questions of CF,
Hmm.
800, 1000 rated, and they were pretty interesting to do. The
Hmm.
simple point was they were pretty interesting to do.
Hmm.
So I did that way, and then I shifted to lead code when I realized that okay, my placements are approaching and I'm trash. I need
Hmm.
to do lead code.
Hmm.
I gave up on CF,
Hmm.
But yeah, if you're in your first or second year, I think you can explore safe too.
Hmm.
It is pretty good.
Hmm. Not we solve DSA problems, use our brain, our logic to insane level, but it is not useful in in future practically.
Yeah,
It's just a process for the interview.
exactly. I haven't see there's okay. There's this one. Are you interested in a story in my job wherein I actually could see a use of data structures like a technique?
Yeah, yeah,
You are.
absolutely. Share, please share.
It's pretty nerdy, but yeah. I
Hmm.
first of all I agree that it isn't pretty useful anywhere in real life. Like nobody actually cares if you're a knight or lead coder or anything.
Hmm.
But see, in my recent job, I just saw. Okay, let me set the context here. We have a dashboard. Okay, I work with the FinOps team. We have a dashboard there for Azure, basically to monitor all the costs. How much has my company been paying for to Azure? So in there, we created a dashboard from scratch,
Hmm.
right? Azure doesn't. AWS provides us functionality, AWS QuickSight, which is the AWS service, to create dashboards, basically, which can through which you can see your cloud costs, right? In Azure, we had to create from scratch. There was no service like that. So in there, the issue was we had a functionality in that dashboard that you can see your costs for any random period of time. Let's say it's May of 2026, right? If I wanted the costs for from 25th of April 2025 to 30th of June 2025, right? So you needed that functionality, and what happened was that issue was pretty slow. That issue was pretty the function was pretty slow. It did query data, but it was pretty slow. Therein I thought, of course, at the end we used Claude Code to solve this, but when I thought about it, Claude Code made it pretty fast. But when I thought about it, how can we make it faster? There's this. I think we can just use prefix sum in that case. If you
Hmm.
want, if you want the data of a range, just use
Hmm.
prefix sum rather than storing the values of every day in a different index, rather than storing the value of a single day. We can use prefix sum there. If you wanted, let's say you have 10 days. If I give you an example, if you have 10 days worth of data, you want the data for from day 2 to day 8. Now, one way to do it is to add values from day 2 plus day 3 till day 8, right? Another way to do it if you use prefix sum is in prefix sum, you're basically your first index would be value of day 1, second index would be value of day 1 plus day 2, then
Hmm.
day 1 plus day 2 plus day 3. So, to get the values of range from 2 to 8, you would just take the difference of value till day 8 minus value till day 2. That will give you the answer for value from day 2 to day 8. So that is the only time I thought, okay, this is actually a DSA problem in disguise. Yeah,
Hmm.
myself, of course, in the era of Claude Code, we have Claude Code in our company. He solved it, and now I think I should have paid more attention over how did Claude optimize it. But if I had to do it myself, if this was 2016 and I had the DSA knowledge, I'd solve it using prefix sum.
Hmm.
That was one place wherein I thought DSA actually helps.
Hmm.
If I, I couldn't explain it properly.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Which tag do you use for development?
For development, as of right now, see, I'm in my FinOps and DevOps team. So for DevOps, we basically it's Kubernetes. It's the entire ecosystem of Kubernetes, and we have Argo CD for GitOps, Ansible, and all that. But
Hmm.
as of right now, I'm focused more on the FinOps side.
Oh,
The
yeah.
FinOps team is pretty
Hmm.
pretty new in my company.
Hmm.
Okay.
So, did anything change in industry due to AI?
Come on, you think I'm some AI researcher or something?
A traditional question.
I'm as clueless as you are. I'm completely clueless. Of course, it has changed, but I don't know what the future looks like. I'm also very, like, interested to know how many jobs will we lose? Will I get laid
Hmm.
off? If yes, then when? I hope not. But yeah, I don't think so. I'm like qualified enough to answer that.
Hmm. But you know what? Nowadays, there are lays of happening everywhere, and everyone is scared. that they don't know that they will have their job next day or not. So
Yeah.
it's some people says that layoffs are like the process and that happened before AI also, but
Hmm.
nowadays it's a booming and everyone is like doing the layoffs and all things. So in the future, what will be the scenario? Means, do you imagine that this can be the scenario?
You ask the same question again, and my answer
Yeah.
would be the same. See, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm even qualified. I'm completely close. I just have no clue over how the market would look like. It's not optimistic. I'm not optimistic about it since we are losing so many software engineering jobs.
Hmm.
I hope not. I hope it's not that case wherein everybody
Hmm.
loses their job.
Hmm.
But I don't see any other thing, any other outcome. Team sizes, like my company also does that, and I've seen in almost every company they are doing layoffs.
Hmm.
Right. So I don't see it stopping anytime soon until something major happens.
Yeah. And I think we can't predict also nowadays, because when the open AI comes in the market and everyone started using that, we never
Hmm.
thought that we are becoming more reliable on that AI and all things for everything, for the small things also.
Exactly. I use ChatGPT like Google now. I have in my office laptop. I have like 10 windows of ChatGPT opened. Any question I have, I just go to incognito, open ChatGPT,
Hmm.
chat.com, ask him the question. And the worst quality that I have is I don't even close that window. So I have
Hmm.
10 different ChatGPT windows open in
Hmm.
incognito mode on my laptop. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And you know what? For work specifically, I can say that means before AI also we use Google and other things, Stack Overflow. But now after AI, for the small things in our personal life also, we are becoming so lazy because of AI.
yeah. It's like a double-edged sword. Some people who can manage AI better, they have become 10x more productive,
Hmm.
whereas other people like me, who just delegate tasks to AI, we have
Hmm.
become lazy. It's
Hmm.
on you. It's on the person if they want to become more productive or more lazy.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'm on the latter side. I've
Hmm.
become more lazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's talk about your college and what means from which college you completed your this degree.
I did it from Maharaj Aggressive Institute of Technology. It's in Delhi. It falls under GGSIP, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University.
Hmm. It's tier
Yeah.
one or tier two college, I think so.
Not at all. Who told you that? Who told you that?
In
It's the
Maharaja Agression University means I heard here lots of things.
I don't think so. Even if
I
it
think
is,
it's
like,
tier two.
no, I don't think so. Tier two are like reserved for colleges like DTU and SUT. I would rather say it's like 2.5 or 3. Tier 3. Like, with all due respect to my college, right? But we have to be fair. I
Hmm.
would say we do get some like
Hmm.
decent company on campus,
Hmm.
but tier 2, I don't think so if I'd call my college tier 2.
Hmm. What was the placement scenario this year in your college?
Pretty bad, I told you. As compared to last year, I think it got worse this year. It got
Yeah.
worse this year, but for our juniors, it got better. They have visa visiting them on campus. Visa didn't visit us,
Hmm.
so
It's good.
it's good for our juniors.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
in this year, which companies visited your campus?
in my batch, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
We had companies like Ion, of course, and yeah, one surprising thing is we had DE Shaw visit us
Hmm.
on campus. That took one student,
Hmm.
right? Now again, if anybody points me out here, tier 3 colleges does not have DE Shaw coming in. That's why I think maybe ours is tier 2.5. Okay, I'll
Hmm.
give my college a tier 2.5 tag here because of this. But yeah, DE Shaw, Ion, and Zeta. ZS hires a lot from my company, from my college. And what else? Sales code, Nagaro, Wheels, yeah, and the standard Infosys and all that.
Hmm. Yeah. It's
We
good.
had MPS too. Yeah.
What?
MPS is another company that visited us.
Okay. It's good.
Yep.
So you are selected in iron.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So like, how was your interview experience in iron?
Okay, so another story in itself. I see. Ion was a day zero company in our college. Okay, I gave interviews in I think in July. I cleared them. The college printed our photos. They printed posters that okay, these guys are been placed. Fair enough. I had to give. I told like my family, my friends. My friends, of course, they knew. I had to give them a party. It was all cool until 1 month. After 1 month, we got to hear that Ion actually put our offers on hold. Right. So because of some like business review, but in the end, in November, they they actually retook our interviews when they from the period of August to November, Ion stopped hiring. But in November, when they resumed their hiring, they took our re-interviews. I could clear the re-interviews again, so I got selected in November again, and since then I've been working there.
They retake the interview.
Hmm. Hmm.
So after the second round of interviews, they hire all peoples.
Yeah, in from our college, everybody that was selected in July was selected again in November.
Yeah, then it's good.
It's good. I agree.
So they ask you the DSA questions and all things in interview.
Pretty. See, not much, but they asked to one of my friends who applied for the same role a very standard DSA Python question. Nothing crazy.
Hmm.
That's why I just do DSA for the love of it. It has never really benefited me anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, not a significant DSA question. They don't ask.
Hmm. Yeah, true. So your all friends got placement.
Majority of them, yes. Majority of them, they did. See, Infosys also hired about 300 people from my college. So yeah,
Ah, it's good then.
yeah. So majority of them did.
Yeah.
The
So,
only issue is that
huh.
Infosys gives their like joining letter very late. I think they people who are in Infosys they'll receive their joining letter even after 3 4 months from now. That's the
Hmm.
only issue.
Yeah. Do you have any interesting story of someone or placement journey?
Do you have any interest?
Interesting story of anyone, your
Oh,
friend or anyone.
see, one thing I do know is that I think you would also agree placement season is super depressing season. Super depressing season. I was
Hmm.
super depressed. I was my story was unique in itself. I told you that I got placed and my offer was put on hold. Right in that period from August to November, it it definitely was not an exciting period. Like I did not enjoy it. Placement seasons are they take a toll on your mental health. Once you let's say you're focusing on one company since 4 years that okay, this is the target company I want to go in, and there are issues wherein you don't even get the OA link. That's not
Hmm.
even your fault, and yet still you are out of that placement race. And
Hmm.
the fact that you will have to recover from that trauma within
Hmm.
few hours, not even days, because if you stay in that trauma कि भाई नहीं हुआ इस company में damn it miss हो गया I got rejected, there would be another company that's visiting and then it will snowball into another rejection and more sadness. So you can't get sad and you can't feel down. Ki, okay, I couldn't clear it. Now I won't do anything for a week. You just can't. So
Hmm.
placement season definitely was one of the I would say not an enjoyable time. Not
Hmm.
an enjoyable time for me. I gave interviews for a few companies and yeah, of course I couldn't convert them. Every time whenever you give an interview, you'd be like यार ये क्यों पूछा ये क्यों नहीं पूछा or sometimes you're not able to answer even though you know the answer you're not able to answer. Issues like that happen a lot and you can't
Hmm.
do anything about it.
Hmm. Yeah. But On campus placements are good, but the off campus placements are worst.
Yeah, I
Is
agree.
totally worse because I'm getting lots of learnings and experiences, like how people give you hopes for something and they just didn't give you response after some days. So you don't have to keep any hopes.
Yeah, you're right. Like people scam you. They tell that they'll give you an opportunity, but they don't.
Yeah, and I think there is lots of scams also for pressures.
Hmm.
uh, uh,
I agree. Even on LinkedIn, I think there are a lot of fake job postings that don't even have a real job. I mean, those
yeah.
job postings are not even real. They are just there to like farm engagement for that company's profile.
Yeah, and you know what? Some startups also, they don't have funding. Also, still they are
Hmm.
just hiring, and
Yeah.
they if their funding means over, their funding is over, then they just give you that you can leave now.
Yeah, I do know that. If you're
Mm,
getting paid from startup, if you're getting a stipend from startup, consider yourself lucky because
mm,
I've seen they generally do not pay. They
mm,
generally do not pay. But yeah, in startup, it is very variable over how a startup treats you. I've seen a
mm,
lot of startups they just lay you off since they
mm,
don't have funding.
yeah, true.
The only good thing is just gain as much experience as you can.
Mm. So, did you join ION, or you're joining this means like after
No,
graduation?
no, I've been working since January. I
Okay.
joined. Yeah,
Your training is done?
yep,
Okay, very good.
right.
So, what is your plan for 2026 now then?
Okay, almost half the year has passed, and I have to tell my plan now.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a good question. My plan for 2026. Wow, I never really thought about it.
Hmm.
I see in the start of 2026, I remember I made some video. I thought I'll upload that to my channel, wherein
Hmm.
I'll discuss my goals for
Hmm.
2026. If I just tell them again, the
Hmm.
first goal was I want to reach night on lead code, which
Hmm.
I did very comfortably. So
Hmm.
that goal is done. Right. Another was some fitness related goals. Is that is something I'm very like sad about because ever since my intern has started, I have not been able to go to the gym or
Hmm.
just do some physical activity in general. I had some goals that okay, I want to bench this weight, I want to do these many pull-ups and all that, but I don't think so. I'll achieve them anymore now because
Hmm.
I've not been able to go to the gym ever since I
Hmm.
started my intern.
Hmm.
So maybe my goals might be just if I say this, probably 2000 rating on lead code. That would be one goal,
Hmm.
and just resume gym,
Hmm.
resume. Probably yeah. This is another goal. I'm saying this right now. I want to get more into open source.
Oh
Open
yeah,
source.
open source. Yeah.
So that might be these are the three goals
Hmm.
that I can think from the top of my mind.
Yeah. I hope you complete your all goals. You achieve your all goals.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anything you want to share? Yeah, I want to ask you that I saw there your in your multiple videos. Uh, there is a ribbon you just tie on the head, that lead code ribbon.
You're talking about my thumbnails.
It's a cap or ribbon. I can't remember now.
Cap or it might just be in my thumbnail. It
Ah,
might
yeah,
just be in
in
my
your
thumbnail.
thumbnail. In
Yeah,
thumbnail.
I just make my thumbnail some random edits from Gemini. I don't wear that. I don't
Okay.
wear that. That's not real. I just wear caps in my stream. That's it.
Mm. Yeah, hey, it's good for publicity. People just click that video to see.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I do it.
yeah. Anything more you want to share that you expect that I can ask, but I didn't.
No, I think you did a pretty good job asking a lot of questions. I didn't expect
Okay.
these many questions. I think,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
don't have anything else to yap about.
yeah. You know what? also recently started this podcast and content creation, all thing. So
Yep,
what
I
the
checked out your channel. You're actually doing good. I checked
yeah
out your channel after you invited me,
yeah
which I'm thankful for.
yeah.
You're doing pretty good. You've had pretty different guests on your channel.
Hmm. So what suggestion will you give me?
I think. it- What about you also adding a lead code ribbon in your thumbnails?
Okay.
I think you're doing pretty good.
It's been a very good conversation with you.
Thank you, same here.
And all the best to you
Enjoy.
for your future journey. Bye.
Bye bye.